slide originally had a title that was New Reality of Work. And I thought, is it really work? Or is it not our life that is actually this overarching concept in which work has a place? But through all the changes that we are living, and especially the mobility challenges and the technology that helps us also to enable all this, life and work are more and more blurred. So I think that this concept about opposing one to the other is no longer that valid. It's really one that is part of the other. So I'd say this is the new reality of life. And of course, work is part of it. What do we see? We see that we're living more and more in a global environment. Some of us are working in local companies, but even in local companies, you might have global clients. You might have customers who are not necessarily based in the town where you're working, or you're sending goods to another place or helping services to be delivered in another part of the world. We have more and more people who are no longer living and working in their home countries, but they are part of this mobile global workforce. 55 million people outside of their home country today. All this is a new approach to mobility, is a new approach to how you approach the work patterns, and also an increased need for flexibility in how you look at work. Millennials. We have heard about millennials for ages. I mean, at least I'm a little bit not that young. I've heard about it for the last 15 years almost. Guess what? In 2020, in a few years from now, they will represent 75% of the workforce. And when I'm looking here at the people sitting in the audience, some of you are part of them too. So your expectations towards a company and to work is also very different than what my generation was expecting. Not even talking about the baby boomers who are going to retire in a few years from now. So this means we also need to adapt to that. Millennials, as we just said, have different expectations. The job for life concept is no longer attractive. I mean, people who are joining the workforce today, they don't think, oh my God, I need to find a company where I'm going to work until retirement. It's really something that has shifted. So what are HR professionals doing about that? Have we evolved in the way we look at talent? Have we evolved in the way we approach this topic around, okay, what only attracts people to my company? But once I attracted them, what will really make them engage? And what will retain them? Because even though we might not be capable of retaining millennials for 30 years, we would still like to keep them a little longer than 2 years. Because the investment of having them join the organization, being trained, being productive, will remain the same. It's a smart generation, very tech savvy, but they still need to learn. So this is, I think, really where we need to make sure that HR has not only a good understanding of what's happening in the world around us, but also has the technology and tools to support all that.